We have had many close calls in our continuous journey.
What the f?
Calm down. Hey, come back.
Not only physical,
What the
but also mental.
agitated.
Yeah. Just crying, bro.
But together, Alex Fountain,
You're not like you. It just said your name.
Christian Emery,
Oh my. Let's go.
Devin Bassnett,
Calm down. Yeah. Let's recollect ourselves. There's 4 of us. We're okay.
are ready for what's to come. We are Ghost Seekers.
How's it going, y'all? Ghost Seekers TX. Sorry it's been a while since we've posted. We just been preoccupied, but we are going to be back on our grind, and we do have a special episode for y'all today. So we are currently at Roxy and her daughter Ivy's house, and basically she is an empath. She has a gift, and she is gracious enough to let us be able to come over here and do an investigation, as well as give us, just really nice hospitality, good vibes all around, and we really appreciate her for letting us come out and have this opportunity. So thank you very much, Roxy. She opened up this place to, this is her house. She opened it up to investigators to be able to come out and experience what she experiences on the day-to-day basis. We're privileged, and once again we thank y'all very much, and it's gonna be definitely a life-changing experience for us. So let's go ahead and get started into this video for y'all. So let's take it inside and let's do this. Should be. I'm ready. You just about ready, man? Yeah. Wonderful. How's it going, y'all? I'm here with Roxy and Alex today. It's been a while since we've posted, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. Roxy's been blessed with gifts since she was a young child, so would you like to go ahead and explain us a little bit on that?
Yes, since I was a young child, I had the ability to see things and experience things that other people couldn't see or experience. With that came a lot of negative consequences, sometimes from the people around me that were trying to help, I guess. It took me a lot of years to get past that and be able to be okay with who I am and the gifts I have, and kind of actually start sharing them with the world, kind of come back out and say, you know what, this is really who I am, and this is what I have the ability to do. Doesn't mean you still don't get treated kind of weird every once in a while, but at this stage of my life, I'm just like, it's okay. It's okay with me. And so I wanted to share my gifts with people, which is why I invite people in now to come and experience them with me.
Wonderful, and we really appreciate your hospitality and everything that you are allowing us to come in. So once again, thank you very much for that. We did a little briefing earlier. You gave us a walkthrough of dolls, stories on artifacts that you do have here, and would you mind just explaining a little bit on how you got into bringing these dolls into your house and being able to take these off people's hands that have had trouble? Yes, so as I've been out in the paranormal community, people have gotten to know me, and I'm what most people would consider a clairvoyant empath, and don't know if that's the right terminology, don't know if it's not, it's just what we give names to, what we don't understand at this point. And as an empath, I can feel and experience things most people can't. And as a clairvoyant, I can see things in my mind that other people can't see. So when I usually get gifted something that is haunted, it's just because it's something that somebody else doesn't want to deal with because they don't know how to. And with my abilities to be able to feel and experience their pain, their anger, their emotions, and also experience through visual what happened to them,
I'm able to empathize on a level where other people don't, and sometimes it makes it easier for them to come to terms with whatever happened. At least that's how I see it in my mind. I've always said I could be absolutely wrong, and maybe it's dimensional and I'm experiencing something else on a different dimension that's tied to something. I have no idea. But I do know that through kindness, caring, and compassion, we achieve so much more than we do with being aggressive. And don't get me wrong, I think every paranormal investigator when we first start goes through that, damn it, talk to me type of thing. You get mad because no one's talking to you, and you do things that you look back later and go, well, that was kind of stupid, but it happens. And then you kind of come to terms with it and let them come to you and talk to you, and they want to talk to you. So a lot of the things that I have, going back to your question, are things that were given to me because people didn't know how to deal with them or wanted to be rid of them, or they found me.
Now, bringing, these artifacts and these dolls into your place, has that caused any sort of uncomfort, just not feeling comfortable, just in the sense of attaching to you, like you just stated?
I have been through some pretty rough times when they don't play nice, I guess, is the way, if you want to put it that way. They don't play nice. I've been pushed, I've been scratched, I've been kicked, I've had all kinds of stuff happen to me, but I think a lot of it just is the initial anger and just finally somebody listen to me, and when they lash out, they just lash out. And I don't think it's always done like most people say, it's demonic. I've never met a demon in all the times I've been doing this. I've met hurt people, and hurt people hurt people.
Now, you stating what you just said, you don't believe in demons, correct? Or
Correct.
Okay.
Not the way we give them a definition.
now I know you don't know, how we got into this, or we just met today, or about us personally. We started off as just being curious, and we had no cameras, no equipment. We just do solo EVPs on our phones, and we ended up going to a woman hollering creek. And this is the first time that anything's ever happened to us like this, that's opened our eyes and has, made us believe maybe there is something else out there. And what had ended up happening is during our third EVP session of 10 minutes, right before the 10 minutes was up, my cousin, Devin, had made a statement saying, I know why you roam this creek, I know why you're here. He called out her name and said, are you here with us? And at this moment, we're hanging off the bridge. And it's maybe 10, 15 feet from the water. And at that moment, I look at Alex, and Alex is sitting to the right hand. We're both hanging our legs off, and he's just stuck, looking straight, stuck. So I thought it was messing with me. I'm like, dude, knock it off. So I grabbed his arm, and when I mean he was stiff and hard, his body was just like this. And when I grabbed his arm and moved him, he moved like this to me. And when I made eye contact with his eyes, I can tell him right there that there was something wrong. It wasn't Alex. It was something else. So my whole body, my whole right side, when I grabbed him, went numb. And I grabbed him, and I threw him off the ledge, and I threw him on the dirt. And I knew he wasn't faking at this point because it was muddy. Nobody wants to be laying in the mud. He fell straight back on his back and was just looking up at the sky like this. And at that moment, I started going to the car. And my cousin was like, what's going on? He actually has the audio of it. And you can hear him snap back into it. And his voice just sounded very authentic. He started crying. He started shaking. He couldn't have any control. We got in the car, and when I looked at him, his eyes were bloodshot, and there was just tears profusely coming down. So at that moment, that's when we actually started getting into our investigations like we're doing right now. And since you said that, you kind of don't believe in demons from, you're being professional like you are, what would you say something like that was?
I do believe in possessions, but not in possessions like you see in Hollywood. I get my body taken over all the time. And it's a challenge to try to push things back out and take control over your body again.
Yeah.
But it's not like this projectile vomiting falling on the ceiling and stuff like people think that you see in the movies. You just know that I'm here, I know what's going on, and it's not okay. Ironically, the story that I told you about Ivy, you remember I told you she saw a bunch of people in the woods, and then she said they were gone, it was okay? It was at Woman Hollering Creek.
It was?
It was at Woman Hollering Creek.
Wow.
Woman Hollering Creek was also the day that happened to me. I've got scratch marks all over my legs from when we were down there. And when we left Woman Hollering Creek, I was just so, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And I know what that's like to feel when you just kind of like, oh, okay, it's not okay, it's not okay. We stopped at the next place. I threw up a lot, and then after I threw up, I was fine. Almost like you have to eject it out of your body to be able to come back in contact with yourself. But yeah, they can absolutely do that, but I think they do it more for the purpose of communication than to hurt you. A lot of times when that happens to me, I'll get messages, I'll get visions, I'll see things, and it's not comfortable for most of us. I think it would scare the crap out of anybody that happens to you. Like, oh my God, I was taken over by a demon. Yeah, maybe, or maybe something just went, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I need to talk to you.
Actually, a while back, I got handed down these books. One was a satanic ritual book, one was a satanic Bible book. And after a while, having those in my house, stir up activity, and activity would start happening around my house, or in my house. And one night I got home from work, and I was walking up the stairs to go to my room, and as I turned the corner, I looked down the stairs and I just see like a huge, like probably 8-foot figure just like on the stairs like this, and it had horns with red eyes. And I was like, okay, I need to go to my room. So I ran to my room and I closed the door, and I just hear just down the hall, walking to my room, and I just close my eyes and I'm just like, just pretend it's not there, just pretend it's not there. And I didn't hear anything else, but like after seeing that, just put it in a different perspective on like paranormal.
At the time, were you claiming to be atheists?
Yes.
Okay, so if I'm gonna get your attention, right? I want your attention. You're gonna pay attention to me. How am I gonna get your attention?
Hello, I'm here.
Hi. Guess what? Notice I'm here. There is something here. What you think you believe is nothing what you think you believe, because you already opened the door. So now they know that you're listening. They know that you're there. So you really don't believe in me. Let me give you something to believe in, sweetheart.
Now, do you think, since you said you don't really believe in demons, do you think harmful spirits or hurt spirits are able to manifest themselves as something darker?
Absolutely. I do believe there's things that are here that have never been human, that coexist with us, that say we die, we go on. You know, most people think, okay, you die, that's it, you're done. According to most religions, that's how it's supposed to be. But then you can't explain the other stuff, which is how in the Islamic faith, I believe they explain it to being jinns, right? There's good jinns, there's bad jinns, and they can make themselves be, you know, who you want to see or what they want you to see. And I think we have a lot of explanations for what we see and how we experience them, right? But yeah, are there things here that I think, yeah, I hear it too. Are there things here that I think have never been human? Yes. Now, whether those are things that are crossing over dimensionally, are the spirits that we see, I'm gonna call them that for lack of a better word, the spirits that we see, are they part of that? Or were they here? Are you dead? Did you come back? Because according to everything, you're supposed to just die and go to the ground, and that's it. Then just wait for the coming of Jesus, right? He's like, well, apparently that ain't working so good because they're coming out. And they show up all the time. And I see them. You know.
Alright, well, thank you so much for your time, man. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it too.
I don't want to do it on camera, but if you have time, would you mind reading me, I guess you say? You know,
Yeah.
I kind of not try to tell you too much about myself, so I'm kind of looking forward to this.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So right now, I'm about to get my cards read by Miss Roxy here. This has been a wonderful, wonderful experience so far, and I just want to say thank you again for letting us be here, letting us do this.
You're supposed to be here. It's an earth card. You're worried that, okay, I know what I want to do. I know what's supposed to happen. I know what I want to happen. But I also know what it takes to make it happen. Right? It's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be a journey with a lot of intellect, investment in things. This card doesn't only represent financial, it also represents intellect. What you're dealing with right now is trying to get this to make sense to everyone else, not just to you. So, yeah, you can fill the cards up. You need somebody to understand you. You want to be that one person that I'll go out there and fight this battle alone if I need to. Right? Your significant card, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it. Just let me. It's okay. These are the cups that I see in front of me. And I'm going to fill them. I'm going to make them happen. And I'm going to bring this and show people what I know, what I dreamt, what I've known my whole life. That's what this card says to me as yourself. Your environment. You feel very empowered by your environment. There's people around you that are supporting you. Your environment is not bad. You have to stand strong. I think the biggest challenges you'll come up against, which is why the card is a little more stronger than some, is because you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to fight for what you want. For all the cards that you see laid in front of you, you're going to have to fight for those. And that's what you need to fill your cups and make sure that your future shows people what it's going to be. Your hopes and your fears. I'm going to fail. I'm afraid I'm going to fail. I'm surrounded by so many things that are pushing me down and pushing me down and pushing me down. I can't see which is the right way to go. I don't know which is the right way to go. I feel pushed down. I feel pushed back. I know what I see. I know. I believe in me. I believe in me. I believe in this. And I'm trying to be strong. And I know who I am. And I'm searching for the answers. But I'm being pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. I've got all these swords just stabbing me into the ground over and over and over. I'm trying. And my fear is that I'll fail. My hope is that I can take the blindfold off, take the bandages off, and walk out of that circle and not be put down by the the people around me. Your outcome. Ace of Swords. You have a choice. To stay bonded or to free yourself and fly. Free yourself and fly. Take that sword by the handle and know who you are. And don't let people take away this dream. Don't let them take away your dream. Because that's what's here. That's what's here. Don't let them take away your dream. You've got nothing but swords and cups and all your stuff. The only one that you have that shows a lot of conflict is this card right here, which is yourself. That's what I'm supposed to do. I need to learn. I need to understand more. You're questioning yourself over and over and over. You're questioning yourself about what you're doing. Should I be doing this? Why am I doing this? This doesn't make sense. I don't know. People don't believe me. People look at me differently, and this is where you end up with this. Here, crossroads, I believe you'll find the people who believe in you and love you for you. And everything else, this child, your foundation, realize that's one of the cards. It's the major arcane. You know who you are as a child. You're still that child. You're still as strong and powerful as you ever were. Everything you believed in. You know who you are. You know who you are. You just have to set yourself free. Be you. Be you. And dream. Keep dreaming. Keep filling your cups. Keep being you. Keep being you. Keep being you. Every single cup. And this is a water cup. Water is really significant to you because you have a lot of automatic words here. Very significant to you. The love, kindness, and compassion will come. You just need to choose the right path. Either you let people hold you down, or you go by what the past has always told you and this is how it's supposed to be, and I can make my cups look really pretty over here and make my white picket fence, or I can roll my own life and be my own kingdom. Because I'll be able to stand out there with my cup and say, I'm me. I don't need all the facade around me to become who other people want me to be. I can be my own queen. Don't hold me down. Don't hold me down. And you'll be fine. Pick up your sword and fight. That's your outcome. Your outcome is exactly what you're doing now. I'll prove you wrong any way I can. That's you. That's you. This is you, right here. This is you. I can do this. Don't fall into this. Okay?
You got it right on the dot. Especially with this one. With acceptance.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid of not being accepted by anyone. I was bullied growing up. Most of my life, more than half. And so, ever since then, it was just really hard for me to make friends and be accepted or feel accepted.
You'll find the acceptance. You've found the paranormal community, and I really believe that's where your acceptance is going to come in.
I remember my mom going to school one day and talking to my teacher and go, I don't understand, why does she sit there and talk to the ants all day long and the other kids are playing on the swing set and everything else and she's sitting there talking to ants. And they talked to me and said, why do you talk to the ants all day long? Because I talked to the bugs and the ants and stuff in the schoolyard as a kid. I was like, because they can hear me. You'll find those that can hear you. You'll find those that can accept you. And you're already starting to find that community. It's not going to make the pain go away really quick, because it doesn't. That, when you guys go back into your room tonight, look at those pictures again up on the wall. And know that you're not alone. A lot of us didn't have acceptance for who we were because we're different. And because you're different, because you're very different, you're probably going to go through a lot. And unfortunately, this is probably going to be a part of your life. You know, I look at people in the transgender community, LGBT community, black community, and things like that, and I think to myself, well, I would never want to be there, but I don't know if anybody would want to be here either. You know, all different circumstances, all different repercussions for it, you know. Like I told you, I've had death threats and things with me because of who I am. That's okay. You know your foundation. You know who you are. You know who you are. You just have to embrace it and be okay with it and be able to fight for it. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep filling your cups. Keep doing what you gotta do, because you're a positive thinker. Just keep filling the damn cup. It might turn out okay. I'm just gonna keep filling it. I don't know. It's got a fucking hole in it. It's leaking. I don't know what's going on with my cup. But eventually you'll fix the cup. And you'll be able to be here. And you'll be able to pick up that sword and fight back. And who knows? You might be a champion in the next generation. For the next generation like you coming up. Because there are other people out there like you. And your stories, your videos, everything that you guys are doing, it's those that know are going to believe. Those that want to tear you down are going to tear you down. Don't pay attention to these people. Pick up your sword and fight. Pick up your sword and fight. Because your card here and your card here are your strongest cards. This card, your crossroads, is what can destroy you. Because you let other people decide for you instead of you deciding for yourself. That's okay. Keep filling the damn cups. Keep filling them. Keep filling them. Keep filling them. Keep dreaming about them until you get here. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And sit strong and use your technology and your knowledge and everything you've got at your disposal right now to be able to get there. But you can do it. You got this. You're welcome. Does anybody else have any questions or good? I never know how to stop like a tarot card session. I'm kind of always like, oh crap, I always make everybody cry. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
How do you feel, man?
Probably like you, I need to go outside and smoke a cigarette and
I
get
do.
the fuck out of here right now for like 5 minutes because I need to breathe.
Yeah,
It's,
I just think this card hit me the most in the way you were describing it and saying it was spot on. Especially the acceptance. And those are really hard in time.
yeah. Because when we're born, that's supposed to be how we're born into this world. And what happened to me, it took me decades to overcome what happened to me. Decades. It took me a long time to learn how to forgive, and I don't think I've even fully forgiven yet. my mom asks me all the time, you know, why do you feel the way you do? I said, because there's a saying that says, I think it's Joe Kenda, right, baby? Investigation Discovery. I love him. He's a cop. And he says, when you see something horrible happen, you have two choices. Stand up or sit down. I chose to stand up. And my mom sends me stuff about forgiveness. And I said, I think the reason I still go through what I go through sometimes is because I haven't decided how strong I am to stand up yet. And I don't think I've forgiven 100%. I'm human. It's hard to forgive. It's hard to forget. And those things create. PTSD comes in a lot of manners, dude. A lot of different manners. I think the day I can decide whether I'm going to stand up 100% and fight or forgive, then maybe I'll be okay. But just like Teddy up there, I'm still broken. And I'm probably going to be that way for a while. It doesn't mean it's going to change overnight. It's not. It's not. But just know what you're up against and know what it is when it hits you. Because it will. And when they also start messing with your mind, especially you being what I believe is an empath. Yeah, that's why you're a dreamer. That's why you're a dreamer. You know what I saw in my mind? It reminded me of, you reminded me when I was a kid. I got all the neighborhood kids together and we went down to our neighbor's house. And my brother went. My brother's the engineer. You know, he's a really smart one. But of course, he's like 3 years younger than me. And we were like 10 and 7 at the time. I don't know. And we went up on the top of their roof. It was the second story. I told everybody, I said, look, we put all our jackets in case this fails. We're going to put all our jackets on the floor. Because it was like January, February. It was cold as shit outside. We put all the jackets on the floor. And I was like, okay, so all you have to do is think really positive thoughts. And if you jump off the roof, you'll be able to fly. I really believe that in my head. I really believe that because that's how, because I knew I could fly in my dreams. So I thought, well, you've got to be able to fly in real life. I can fly in my dreams. I can fly in real life. I'm 10 years old. I don't know. So here I am. And we're all jumping off the roof. Of course, nobody was able to fly. Nobody. My brother, the analytical one, goes up. He goes up to the edge, trips over the edge, falls, and he misses all the jackets and hits the root of the tree that's growing on the outside, knocked the wind out of him. I remember going down there and said, I told you just to believe. Just go home. I don't know, you're breathing. Are you breathing yet? Are you dead? I had no idea. I was just a kid. I had no idea if I'd killed my brother or not. But I just told him, I said, see, if you would have believed like everybody else, you would have hit the damn jackets. Why'd you have to go investigate it and fall over the edge? But when I was getting that from you, that's what I was feeling, that from that first card that came down here, that your foundation is the dreamer in you. I can fly. I can be Peter Pan if I want to. You know, the magic dragon lives by the sea. All those kind of things. I'm sure there's a bunch of things like that go on in your head that are like really beautiful, but at the same time, they can get dark really quick.
Yes.
They can go dark really quick. I can be
Really quick.
I can be that Puff the Magic Dragon person, and the next minute it's
Downhill.
Demons by Imagine Dragon. You know, it goes from point A to point Z in 0 time flat.
Yeah.
And that's because all the stuff that people don't know, because you're getting bombarded all the time around you. And it's hard for you to cope. It's hard to cope. I know. I get it. It's taken me 50 years to be able to do what I do and kind of control it. But the good thing is today, there's more acceptance than there was back when I was younger. So you have more resources And hopefully we'll be able to reach out and help people understand the paranormal. Because there's going to be somebody out there just like you, some little kid watching your videos going, does he? What is he feeling? When you screamed and you ran out of there and you were like, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go.
Because nowadays I want to still do what we do, go out and investigate, but I also want to be able to help. I want to help people.
Yeah. Yeah, because people like us have been shunned for a long time. We've been put on the back burner, and no one understands at all. That card, your card, understanding and acceptance, still a ways off, dude. You still have a battle to fight.
I believe it.
Yeah, that's why that was your significator card. You still have a battle to fight, and you're gonna have to carry that under you. But that dreamer in you, you can do it. And you already have a good support system around you.
We just want evidence, so let's go. That's a gunshot.
That was a gunshot.
Hey, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, what happened?
I don't know, I just lost feeling in my hand.
Is that you walking around over there?
War. War.
It said war?
It said war. Lead.
Lead. Think about it. War? Bullets?
Justice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Above.
Dude, the trees. Let's go back in.
Yeah. Gag. At. Why is there so much coming through right now?
Above, gag, at.
You're next to Buddy Boy over here.
Thank you. So we know that you're right here, right? Okay. Are you the clown that's sitting alone over there?